Hi guys, it's a new day, and I am going to be listening to the Emancipation of Mimi by Mariah Carey for the very first time. Now, this is an album, an artist that I have not really explored, didn't really listen to a whole ton growing up or anything like that. Obviously, I know some of her bigger songs like We Belong Together and her Christmas song, but as far as like her entire albums, I've never really ventured. I did try to listen to a couple of her albums a while ago. I tried to listen to Butterfly and I tried to listen to Daydream. It was very dreamy and like felt very 90s to me, and you know, there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but I just didn't really vibe with it. But I'm gonna try this album out. Some people commented saying it's her best album or one of her best albums, and to give it a try. So I decided I would check it out. I'm just now seeing that there's a feature by Fat Man Scoop. Really not a lot of expectation going into this. I do know the song We Belong Together, probably others that I will recognize along the way, but that's the only one that I immediately recognize the title of. Regardless of stylings, I'm excited for the runs, and I'm excited for the vocals, and I'm excited for the layers.
This is the point when I need everybody to get to the dance floor.
Okay.
Have a party, open off the Bacardi. No stress, no fights, I'm leaving it all behind.
That little percussion in the background.
Me and my girls on the floor like what?
What?
DJ keeps on spinning the cut, it's like that, y'all.
That y'all.
It's a special occasion. Me means emancipation.
Oh, okay.
It's my night.
So she basically just wants to let it all out on the dance floor. The layering is the layering is so pretty. The layering. Some of the sounds in this song remind me of my experience listening to Britney Spears' discography. So it's a bit familiar to me. Like there's something about this that does feel familiar to me. That early 2000s kind of sound. This is really reminding me of like listening to In the Zone for the first time, because the sound of it is so kind of reminiscent of that time period, but not entirely, because the layering and the vocals are so different, but the sonics in the background are so like early 2000s, like 2005. I want to say In the Zone was literally like 2006, 2003. Okay, so both around the same time. You know, I'm just kind of feeling that energy and that letting it all out on the dance floor, that vibe as well. You know, this kind of like emancipation, liberation, proclamation vibe is once again occurring. I'm just really thinking of In the Zone while listening to this. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm not saying it's the same. It's catchy. God, this layering. I feel like I'm already gonna need people to not take a drink every time I say layering, because the layering.
That y'all.
Here we go now.
What?
Here we go now.
Call and response. Oh.
Here we go now.
I kind of like the way that ended too. And then we're gonna go into We Belong Together. Do 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 do. That little twinkle of the piano is the sound that followed up that little party number. That is crazy to me. That was really catchy. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of different vibes off this album. I mean, because we're gonna go from that song to We Belong Together, so I already feel like we're gonna get a lot of different vibes and a lot of different feelings, and so I definitely like that a lot more than when I tried to like listen to Daydream and Butterfly. That whole vibe, like I definitely preferred this vibe. You guys told me she produces and writes her own songs, so that is something I'm keeping in mind while listening, because if that's true, that immediately impresses me. Because a lot of pop artists, you know, some pop artists don't really have any say in their music. They kind of just show up at the studio, they sing into a mic, their singing is edited and then it's uploaded and the song is out. And they don't really have a lot of creativity and creative liberty and creative process when it comes to their albums. And so the fact that Mariah Carey does is really cool to me. That just immediately makes me have a lot more respect in her music, and like, yeah. So anyway, that one you know, thinking about the production, it's interesting because it was like that repetitive chorus, but then at the end, it kept that repetition going, and then she just layered on top of it, all these different things. Anyway, We Belong Together. I have not listened to this song in a good many years. There's another thing I was gonna say about the last. Taking me back. Hey, I don't know why I'm like ready to start singing myself.
I didn't mean it when I said I didn't love you so. I should've held on tight, I never should've let you go. I was lying to myself.
I was ready for the chorus.
Right here, 'cause baby.
It took her a minute to get into the chorus. I thought it was coming like 12 times before it actually started. Okay.
When you left, I lost a part of me.
Oh, I think I forgot about that whole build up to the chorus.
We belong together.
It's just such a like swaying song.
My mind, Bobby Womack's on the radio. Sing to me if you think you're lonely now. Wait a minute, this is too deep. I'm trying to keep it together, but I'm falling apart. I'm feeling all out of
I think the second verse was better than the first verse.
the pain reflected in the song. You ain't even half of what I'm feeling. When you left, I lost a part of me. It's still so hard to believe.
I feel like every time I go back and listen to an old song, I realize that I forgot most of it. And I really only remembered like one little small part of the song. Like I forgot how many little things in this song are really cool. Like I think the way she sings it is really cool. The cadence of the words is like really, you know, I kind of forgot about how unique it feels to me and how like cool it feels. And I just remembered this being like a nice song, but like it really is, you know, I think it holds up pretty well. And it's just one of those songs that makes you kind of feel good.
We belong together, baby.
Oh.
Gonna take your place, there ain't nobody better. Oh, baby, we belong together.
Oh, I gotta take a moment because those vocals there at the end, like you could hear the strain in her voice, which just made it so much more emotional and beautiful. But she still sounded super in control. But at the same time, you could hear that like strain and that break, and that was really cool. I love that. I feel like it makes the vocals more unique, you know, because a lot of people can sing, but when you hear vocals like that, it's like that really like set the song apart and just took it up a level. Wait, what is that? Is that still her voice? Okay. I thought it was maybe like an alarm or something. Girl. Okay, the next one's Shake It Off. Now I'm really curious what this album is gonna be, because I feel like that was just two different vibes entirely. Like one was like, I'm emancipating myself by dancing on the dance floor, and the next one was like very heartfelt and lovey-dovey and just a completely different vibe. Shake It Off. I mean, this has gotta be upbeat.
Everybody just bounce.
Shake it off. 'Cause the night ain't the same, and you keep on playing games like you know I'm here to stay. Shake it off. Gotta make that move.
Yeah.
Find somebody who appreciates all the love I give. By the time you get this message, it's gonna be too late. So don't bother paging me, 'cause I'll be on my way.
What you doing?
See, I grabbed all my diamonds and clothes. Just ask your mama, she knows.
Ooh, don't bother paging me because I'll be on my way. That really like lets you know what era this is from. Wow, already so much vocal range in this one. Like she really said, I'm just gonna show you all the intricacies of my voice.
You were cheap with all your freaks and like impulsively. So I packed up my Louis Vuitton.
Wait, this reminds me of something. It's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh off the tissues. That's what it reminds me of.
Shake it off.
What it do? What it do?
Shake. I found out about a gang of your dirty little deeds. With this one and that one by the pool, on the beach, in the streets where you want to
Oh, her songs are always go in an unexpected direction. Like that verse, the chorus of this song too, really unexpected. Like it always takes a turn that I just don't see coming, and I really appreciate that.
call the machine right back. I gotta get this off of my mind. You wasn't worth my time. Shake it off.
that was kind of a vibey one. I kind of just wanted to fall asleep just because her vocals and the layering were really just hitting me in a certain way. But I really liked the chorus, how it was kind of unexpected, like it went in that direction. The verse too, I don't know, lots of cool flow moments and cadences that I really like in her music already. The next one is called Mine Again.
I was too naive to love you right. If I only had the opportunity, I would do anything because my heart still believes maybe you could be mine again.
What? Oh, that explosive vocal chorus. I'm obsessed with that.
It's irrelevant to dwell on the past. Yeah.
Is that a flute?
But I keep on praying for another chance just to have you back. Cause I'm grown. Maybe you could be mine.
Yeah, I feel like music around this time, it was so full of different instrumentation, you know, like the trumpets and the flutes, and like it kind of creates this whole atmospheric vibe that sometimes modern music doesn't tap into and like doesn't use that many different instruments. So it's just something I'm noticing. I don't know. This one is my favorite so far. I adore this song with every fiber of my being. Like, it is so beautiful.
Maybe we could bring it back to life.
God, her singing style, it just keeps it so engaging to listen to. Rasp, rasp, oh.
You could be
Key change.
maybe we could bring it back. Maybe we could bring it back. Maybe we could bring it back to life. Maybe you could be mine.
Whistle note. I'm sorry. Is that the best song on the album? I loved that so much. That was like one of the most beautifully sung songs I think I may have ever heard in my life. That chorus was so explosive. I already want to listen to it again and just like bask in it or something. Instrumentation too, but I think my favorite thing was just her voice. It was so diverse on that song. Like, she just kept showing off every corner of her voice.
I am over here looking at you. You are over there watching me too. Both painting pictures of how we'll kiss and love. So we want to.
Sorry, I'm like really relating to these lyrics.
But
Oh, it's like, it's so simplistic. It's like you're across the room and you're looking at me and I'm looking at you, but you're not saying anything to me. Highly relatable. She's like begging him to say something. Like, it's cute.
Let's make it.
hot as she can stand it. Something like volcanic. You and me seems organic.
Volcanic? Organic? Ugh.
So what you gonna do?
So what you gonna do?
But if it's with you, I say. If it's with you, I say something good.
Every time I fall through, want me
Is that Snoop?
to it's the D-O-double-G.
Yeah.
Digging this track by the Neptunes. And I get buck wild. No big bow.
Snoop Dogg. Oh, this is reminding me a lot of Shake It Off in the way that it's kind of vibey. Like, it's kind of just vibey to listen to. It flows super seamlessly, and it just, I don't know that I have a ton to say about it.
You're kissing me, I'm saying I'm the one you need. Boy, I'm so conflicted in my mind. Just let me rock it till the morning light. Baby, I'm so
vocals are still slaying me. I think I'm so used to like listening to very cohesive albums that a lot of the songs sound the same that it always throws me off when I get to an album like this that is so like sonically diverse. Like obviously there is a thread of a sound that continues, but like, you know, It's Like That was totally different than Mine Again, was totally different than Say Something. But anyway, these last two songs have kind of blended together for me, which is the first time on this album, I will say that. Like the vocals are just insane. Oh, that reminds me of one of her other songs. I can't be mad at that song because of the vocals. It was so pretty. And, you know, there were some melodies in there and stuff that I liked. I cannot be mad at that song. It was a good song. It just wasn't like, you know, I don't think it really stood out to me as much as some of the other ones. You know, another thing that I don't think I loved about it is it felt kind of unstructured. Like it just felt very ad-libbed and off the cuff, and like it just felt super flowy and stuff. And so that's another reason I think I didn't like it as much as some of the others. But the next one is Get Your Number. I guess a follow-up to Say Something. It's kind of like like there's a story being told here, sort of.
You know, girl, it's crazy. So I always been wanting a girl like you. Can I get your number? Oh damn, the club about to close in a minute. Can I get your number, baby?
Oh, I love that. Wait, I love that.
Pick you up, and go take you out.
Whenever, you know, there's a feature or a collab, it can be so jarring to hear another voice that like sometimes I don't like what I hear because it's another voice and it just throws me off. But like that, I actually love that entire section. I'm gonna replay that.
So I always been wanting a girl like you.
She's just in the background like, ooh, 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 ow.
Oh damn, the club about to close in a minute. Can I get your number, baby, so you and I can go get in it?
Shut up. Respectfully.
Damn.
Been checking you out, and I noticed that you ain't just one of the crowd.
Kind of love that, synth, is it?
Tell me how many times in your life will you get an opportunity like this tonight?
She knows she's special.
Somebody, I got a house in the crib, my own G4, and I bands with the doors that live up from the front.
Oh damn.
Wait, I love this one. Wait, what the heck was that?
Here's a little something about me. I got a house in the crib, my own G4, and I bands with the doors that live up from the front.
Oh damn.
Oh my god. It felt like she was whispering that into my ear, but like not in a creepy way, in a really nice way.
Get in it. Let me come and pick you up. Oh
Now
damn.
that you're sitting next to me, I bet you want to be what my intentions are for you. Hug and kiss and love. Look into my eyes, baby, don't be shy. Is a yes or no? We're not all night. Tell me how many times.
Mariah Carey.
Here's a little something about me. I got a whip penthouse with a sick hot tub. We can watch a flat screen while the bubbles filling up.
God, this music is so... Like, I'm really getting into this now. This is so diverse sonically and so dynamic and so cool. Like, it just flows all over the place, but like, it keeps changing and it keeps your interest. And I love this one. This is probably my second favorite after Mine Again. I just love this whole vibe right now. I don't know. I'm just obsessed with like the flow of this song.
Let me come and pick you up. Oh, and go take you out.
How do I send this to my crush?
Oh damn. The club about to close in a minute.
Oh my god. Jermaine Dupri, I just want to shout you out. I love you, sir.
Can I get your number, baby, so I can show you what I'm all about?
I'm looking for my one and only. I'm riding home in pain, baby, but that don't mean shit to you. You're currently engaged in an intimate conversation with a young groupie. When they're playing games, still I gave my heart to you. I should have stayed away. Every time I turn around, I find my heart in pieces on the ground. So lonely.
Oh my God, like I'm obsessed with the flow of her songs. You know, there was one lyric that was like, you're engaged. And I thought she was about to drop a bomb of the century. Like, you're engaged to someone, but I'm in love with you. But instead she said, you're engaged in a conversation. And I don't know why that like got me. That like impressed me so much that she was able to like in the span of 2 seconds completely reroute the direction of my brain. That made no sense. But basically like I thought it was gonna go one way and then she said no, it's gonna go another way. Every time I turn around, I find my heart in pieces on the ground. That imagery, like it's so simple, but it's so beautiful. You can just imagine looking and turning around and seeing your heart on the ground.
See, it ain't just a physical thing. It's gonna treat me affectionately. I gotta know you won't betray my trust, just like any other motherfucker does. Is this just an impossible dream?
I feel like I'm on another wavelength right now.
It's been such a sad and winding road for me.
See how your money flow? You dressed in designer clothes from head to the toe. You ain't satisfied, well tell me what you looking for. Well, I'll be your one and only. If you give me a chance, I'll make a change for you.
It's a conversation. They're full on like having a conversation right now.
Twist and Mariah together like the grip on a tire. Suede and leather, flicking through the city while we rolling. Let's kick it in the shot.
Back when collabs were actually collabs, not just like 2 lines. She just keeps doing whistle notes and like slipping them in there. Fade endings. Oh, I don't know how to comment on that. I don't really have any words. I just think it was perfect. Okay, circles.
Ever since you left me, I've been trying to hide the pain. It's plain to see I'm cold and heartsick since you turned and walked away.
Do you hear the vocal diversity she does with her voice? Probably one of the most diverse voices I've ever listened to. Like little intimate voice moments that have a completely different tone than her giant belty moments, and just going all over the place with her voice. Like she doesn't stay in one place for longer than 5 seconds before just like going up to the other place in her voice.
And round in circles keep on tumbling down.
Just sustains the notes for 72 hours.
You got me running around in circles over you. Running around in circles over.
Her voice is running in circles.
Holding hands with someone new. Somehow I kept my composure just like everything was good. So I casually turned my head as the tears rolled down my eyes. I just keep going round and round. Oh boy, my world has changed.
I love when she does the explosive choruses with her giant notes. This is really reminding me of Mine Again.
My heart is consumed. I'm so
At this point, I'm like bowing down. Girl, what?
love can be so cruel. Has changed. Running around and running around and running around. 'Cause you got me running around in circles over you. Running around in circles
If you don't listen to the end of If you don't listen till the end of the song, you regret it because she always does something at the end. I love that one. At this point, I'm experiencing something that is a bit spiritual. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those albums, like I'm gonna be fully honest. I don't know if this is the kind of album I'm gonna go listen to all the time, but it's obviously a very good album. Like, are you kidding me? Like, the textures that she goes into in her voice has like a million different textures to it. In that song, she had those moments of strain. And again, I don't mean that in like a negative, insulting way. I love hearing those, you know, those cracks and those strained moments so much. But then like 2 seconds later, she's doing one of the really full notes and just like belting it out.
I should be your girl. I should be your girl.
Is that her voice almost made into an instrument?
I used to be so shy.
Okay, just that in and of itself was a great example of what I'm talking about. She did a super, super high vocal moment, and then like over top of it was layered a lower moment, and it sounded like two separate artists.
Sit at home and fantasize, but I ain't wasting no more time.
Girl speaks only facts. Oh, I like that melody. I don't know how I feel about that though. Like the different voices over top of one another. I don't know. In this song, I'm not sure how I feel about it. That type of note is my favorite type of note. I think she's literally putting me in a trance at this point. Like, I just don't even know what's going on anymore. She likes to mix it up. She does a fade ending, then she does a really abrupt ending, then she does a fade ending. Okay, vibes for real. Like, just vibes. At this point, I'm liking everything I'm hearing, almost. I mean, the only part of that song that I wasn't, like, positive how I felt about it was the two, you know, different parts of her voice that were kind of together, like the really high part and the really low part. I don't know how I felt about that entirely yet, but like everything else, I was kind of just like, I'm so lost in this album right now. Like, I don't know why this happens sometimes with like older albums, you know, like Let Go by Avril Lavigne, this kind of same situation happened. Confessions on a Dance Floor by Madonna, this kind of happened. Like this trance, like just brain gone, only vibes. Wow.
I just wish you knew how much I still love you.
I've got to see you wherever you are. I've got to reveal what's inside of my heart. But the words escape me and I'm paralyzed. So helpless when I look into your
this is kind of hitting, I'm not gonna lie. The lyrics of these songs are really simplistic, like they're not crazy deep or anything, but at the same time they're super relatable.
Complex kicks in.
What kicked in?
And the words escape me and I'm paralyzed.
Oh, honestly, I know it's silly of me to want you so badly, but keep it concealed. See, my inferiority complex kicks in. Okay, maybe these lyrics are deeper than I thought. And the words escape me and I'm paralyzed. It's relatable to some things that I'm experiencing. Oh my gosh, Mariah Carey, you got me with these lyrics. No, actually, legitimately, some of these songs are directly calling me out for things that are happening in my life. See, instrumentation, those trumpets, that brass.
I don't know if anybody else out there tonight knows what it feels.
I was thinking earlier it sounded like live clips.
Somebody's so bad that nothing and nobody can ever seem to fill that void.
Mariah! I thought emancipated. But this sounds like she's still trapped. It sounds live, but I don't think it's live, right? She just added the sound effects, right? As part of it. Like,
To the floor.
Neptune. Nelly.
I don't wanna let you think
I like to try it.
like them other girls that you may see.
I can't deny it.
Feel that chemistry.
You know I feel it just the same as you. So won't you bring that down to me? Hey.
I literally think I'm blacking out, and I'm not making a joke. Like, I'm not like processing what's happening.
Shorty, I would never think that you would.
I think you're so on fire.
Easy.
To the floor. Everybody to the floor.
The time is right for you and I. It's going down tonight.
Sorry. And suddenly, we're not in the same album anymore.
Baby, baby, don't you ever let go.
She found love.
When you need me, I will always be there.
We belong together. It kind of sounded like it was gonna go into that song.
Way up high, enjoy.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands.
Loving you is like a taste of heaven. Wanna gaze into your eyes,
Oh, this is what I needed. Love this verse.
baby, baby. All it takes is one touch, and immediately I feel a rush. I feel love. Way up high, a joyride.
Joyride.
I don't need anything when you're here next to me. Oh, in this whole wide world,
Bridge. Supremacy. Oh my gosh. The bridge is the best part of this song. What? Okay. This is the hopeful song, and amongst the rest. Literally losing my mind.
Baby, we found love.
I want her to say "We belong together" at that part. Oh my gosh, I really didn't think I liked that song for like the first bit of it. I was like, okay, you know, I wasn't really feeling it. But the more it went on, I don't know, I got really like, really tranced out by it. Really pretty. The more her songs go on, the more I just like lose my mind entirely. But we're going to listen to the last song. It is called "Fly Like a Bird." I'm not going to be doing the Ultra Platinum edition in this video only because I don't have a lot of battery left on my camera. I feel like maybe I know this song, but I think I'm getting it confused with a different song. That's a different title, a different song. But anyway. Swanky.
Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning.
So cute.
Somehow I know
She swanked me into it.
with no word and struggling.
Aww, it's a spiritual little hopeful song. Mariah Carey. How dare you? How dare you, actually, Mariah Carey? I'm actually getting kind of mad.
How dare you, Mr. Spears? You had me fooled.
Unconditional love from one who cares enough for me. Sometimes this life can be so cold. Will the world ever be a place of peace and harmony? With no war and with no brutality. Fly like a bird, take to the sky. I need you now, Lord, carry me high.
That was probably just the most wholesome one on the album. Just gorgeous. Like, it was another one that just got more and more glorious as it went on, and like the vocals just got more and more insane, and it just got more and more beautiful, and like by the end I literally felt like I was going to the gates of heaven. And so that's kind of how I feel about this whole album. Like, it started out strong, it started out and I liked it, but like as it went on and on, I just got more and more into it and more entranced by it, and it was just indescribable. Like, I can't really explain what just happened, and I have that experience sometimes with like really good older albums like this. Avril Lavigne, Let Go, Confessions on a Dance Floor, those albums like also put me in this kind of like trance, and that's exactly what happened with this album. And so it was just kind of crazy. Like, it's one of those albums that I couldn't tell you what my favorites were necessarily. I know Mine Again, maybe Fly Like a Bird, Circles, maybe, I Wish You Knew. Those are ones that are kind of sticking out to me, but like, it's one of those albums that it kind of just at some point began flowing so seamlessly together that it was hard to like differentiate what I was listening to. I was just like so lost in it. And that surprised me, because at the beginning of the album, we were really getting a lot of different sounds right off the get-go. It's like that We Belong Together, Shake It Off, and Mine Again were all so different from each other that I really thought throughout the entire album it was gonna have that sonic confusion and craziness and just like going all over the place. Like a ballad here, and then all of a sudden we're dancing. And I mean, the sonic diversity definitely continued, but it got a lot more cohesive as it went on. And I don't know. I think I also kind of blacked out, and like, I don't know what just happened. But yeah, obviously this album is just very good. Like, it's just an insane album. It's one of those albums, like, I don't know that I would go listen to it again. I'm just gonna say, but like, without a doubt, I'm so glad that I listened to it. You know, it's probably one of those albums that I would never be able to experience it in the same way again, just because, I don't know, it's like Beyonce's self-titled album. When I reacted to that album, I had the same experience where I was like completely taken aback. And while that's still obviously such a good album, and like I still like listening to it, I'll never get that like first listening experience back. So definitely a very special experience to listen to this, and I'm so glad that I connected to it so much more than Butterfly and Daydream. So definitely let me know what other albums by her I might enjoy. But yeah, I mean, Mariah Carey, I have so much respect. I really do. Just from hearing this album alone, I am impressed. I'm impressed by your voice. I'm impressed by, you know, the sonic diversity. I'm impressed by the writing. I'm impressed by everything that I'm seeing. I don't know what just happened. But anyway, I finally feel like I have my brain back and I'm thinking clearly, so that's fun. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm so glad that someone commented about this album. Thank you to that person. This is my album ranking. Should I decide to rank the album? What are some of my favorites? Some of my least favorites, always open to change and evolve over time, and feel free to disagree with me. Thank you guys for watching, for being here, for hanging out with me. Feel free to like and subscribe. It would really help me out, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.